Soldier Field in Chicago. This is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
We've seen a lot of ups and downs in the young career of Mitchell Trubisky. 3 years with the Chicago Bears, and he's a young quarterback still learning on the job. But what numbers do you trust with him? 8-7, 15 starts last year, but he was 11-3 the year before. The Bears offense, though, in 2019, just 25th in passing and 29th overall. They're looking for Mitchell Trubisky to elevate his game and bring the Bears along with him.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Good strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
On second down, Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Complete to Anthony Miller. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense. Don't do us like that.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
3, Colts nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Pat O'Donnell
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Indy offense for their first drive of the game, and leading them out, their new quarterback for 2020, the longtime Charger, Phillip Rivers.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Phillip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy, loves being out there. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, 2 of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's got Jack Doyle.
Rivers pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Jack Doyle.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
The ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, switching gears, CD, one thing that I saw on social media this week that we need to pass along, if we can switch sports for just a minute, LeBron James has got the LA Lakers into the NBA Finals, of course. It'll be his 10th ever appearance, and they'll be taking on the Miami Heat. But what caught my attention was a post of LeBron's on social media of what he does every night while in the Orlando bubble. He settles down with a nice, refreshing beverage and fires up a game of Madden. So we had to give him a shout-out and wish him good luck.
Hey, good luck to LeBron and the Lakers. What a great final taking on the Miami Heat. So he and AD taking on Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, what do they call him, buckets? What a great NBA final. Hope you guys have a blast, and LeBron, keep playing. We love it.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Chicago Bears, one of 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks, and they're maybe the most surprising, getting their 3rd win. This one in come-from-behind fashion over the very hard-luck Atlanta Falcons. 30-26 was the final. But the big story, the change at quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky gets benched in the 3rd quarter when they're down 26-10. Nick Foles leads them back to victory. So now, Charles, the question everybody's wondering, where do you go from here? I would think Nick Foles is your guy in the foreseeable future, right?
Yeah, and I know that Matt Nagy, the head coach of the Bears, said he and his staff would huddle early in the week and make a decision. But to me, the decision was made when Foles threw the 3 touchdown passes and brought him back to win. I don't know that you keep juggling quarterbacks here. And what the surprise was for me was in the season opener, Mitchell Trubisky got hot in the 4th quarter, brought him back from a big deficit. He didn't get a chance to do that in this game, but I do think it's Nick Foles' team going forward. Unfortunately, they lost running back Tariq Cohen to a knee injury. He's out for the year, but they do have 2 home games coming up. A really good one against Indianapolis and an even better one against Tampa Bay and Tom Brady.
7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Colts' 29-yard.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Danico Autry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Trubisky. He may try and run for this. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 31-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
Colts nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Well, for the Indianapolis Colts, 2 straight wins since the season opening upset in Jacksonville. They took care of Minnesota in Week 2 and then really put it to the Jets in Week 3, 36-7. They won in Indy. And it was a good day for Phillip Rivers, both on the field and in the record book. 17-21, 217 yards and a touchdown pass, the 400th of his NFL career. And he also moved past 60,000 yards total passing, just the 6th man, Charles, ever to accomplish that.
And he tells us a little bit and shows us the effects of changing teams, no real offseason, right? No real preseason. And now he's starting to round into form, and Indianapolis is playing well under his direction. Plus, they're running the heck out of the football now. So look out. The Colts seem to be hitting their stride, and they go to unbeaten Chicago in Week 4. That should be a really good game.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Rivers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
1st and 10.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete. Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. On the return is Hines. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game. They're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Grabbed there by Zach Pascal, and he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster, but when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers fighting Hilton on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Hines, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 20-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. This is Hines. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Gain of 5.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 2 veterans, Phillip Rivers fighting T.Y. Hilton. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over first and
This offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball so that maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Trubisky will throw, and Graham's got it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On the draw, this is Cohen. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack.
it's 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. And now he's taken down. And Rivers Bears in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Montgomery. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Campbell making the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. 16 yards, a 1st down. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers hands this one to Mack, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. Less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Mack. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll go again here with Mack. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Blankenship's kick is good. The weight up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23.
The defense of Indianapolis, they make their way onto the field now. And everything's going to rest on this drive. Can they keep them out of field goal range, because a field goal would win it?
So now you're in that position of you can't just back off and give them easy throws. At the same time, you don't want to press them so hard they go over the top and beat you deep. So you're playing a tight defense with an idea that you have the lead. Whatever you do, don't let them in the field goal range and give that up.
So maybe tight but not too tight, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's perfect, right? It's kind of like lacing up your shoes. Get it exactly right and no more.
See if they lace them right. He'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Trubisky to throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's second down.
Down and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot for Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.